Today we're looking at a new Be Quiet Pure Power 11 FM power supply. This is the 850 watt version. The other new addition to the Pure Power 11 FM series is a 1000 watt model. And these feature 80 plus gold certification, modular cables, a quiet 120 millimeter fan, among other things. And they're targeting a value-oriented system that still has a high-end graphics card. You can pause here to view technical data for this model. And of course, the output is 850 watts. It has two 12-volt rails. Let's unbox it, and taking it out of the carton, we find a user manual, the same for both, zip ties, the modular cables themselves, which are of the flat ribbon style, except for that 20 plus 4-pin ATX cable, which is sleeved. And then, ours came from Be Quiet, so, a European IEC plug, but I'm sure yours includes a standard IEC cable for your country. And here's the power supply itself and the power supply outside of its bubble wrap. And it's that nice matte black Be Quiet. Let me flip this around. And you can see two motherboard inputs, 3 for drives, 2 P8s, that's CPU power, 2 PCIe for your GPUs. And a look at the output again. This is model L11-FM-850W. So there you have it. And inside, I took some high-resolution photos which have now been downsampled to 1080p and compressed by YouTube for your viewing pleasure. And you can try to decide who is the OEM for this. I'm going to guess FSP, but it's just a guess. And the fan spins at up to 2000 RPM, though usually nowhere near that. All right, for our build, I used an MSI Tomahawk Z690 motherboard. This is the DDR5 version. And of course, an Intel Core i9 12900K CPU, because I'm trying to test load here. And some delightfully generic Micron DDR5 memory, 4800, green PCBs for you green PCB enthusiasts like me. And this beast of a graphics card. This is an RTX 3090 Supreme from MSI. And what makes it Supreme, you ask? Why, its requirement for a third PCIe 8-pin connector. This card will draw well over 400 watts on its own, so it makes a good test. And then to cool the CPU, this Core Liquid K360, which I chose because MSI included an LGA 1700 bracket and a Hynix Gold P31 SSD. So the system has booted. We're at the MSI Click BIOS 5 screen, and I don't even have to do any configuration here because by default, helpfully, the long duration power limit is set to 4096 watts. And I won't force you to watch my Windows installation. At the desktop, Unigine Heaven, that venerable GPU benchmark, putting some kind of a load on the GPU while we run Blender. And for this awkward, non-scientific test, we see a maximum of 803 when I finally added folding it home to the mix. So 803 watts with a 3090 and a 12900K. But we need more. So this RTX 3090 has to go. And in its place will be two Founders Edition RTX 30 series cards. We have a 3080 Ti and a 3080. Both of these and that 12900K should put quite a bit of stress on this PSU. So here we have Blender and folding at home. And if you were looking at that What's Up Pro up above, you might have seen over 990 watts momentarily there. We'll see how long this lasts. I do not recommend running Blender while running folding at home on this particular setup with an 850 watt power supply. But it's kind of hanging in there for now. And we have system shutdown. As noted, it hit up to 991 watts from the wall, but not recommended. So here we have the GPUs both set to a 90% power limit, but even so, running both at full bore with Blender running in the background, not a good idea. For a more reasonable load test, the GPUs are back to 100% power. Both of those and the CPU are running folding at home, and as you can see, max power is on the rise. Now the fan noise was minimal, and this targets about 10 dBA, all the way up to about 70%, where you'll start to see the fan curve rise rapidly, though 26 dBA is not high. This ended up with a max of 795 watts from the wall. So beyond our very unscientific product validation testing, what did we learn? Well, it's a nice looking power supply. It's all modular, has a very quiet fan, and it really seems to fit the bill for just about any single GPU system you could put together. Maybe Threadripper plus 3090, you'd want to go to the 1000 watt model, but this handled our system without any issues once I was running a more reasonable workload.